Welcome to Smart Stock Watch, your go-to channel for in-depth financial analysis. Today is November 13th, 2025, and we're diving into Spectrum Brands' fiscal 2025 fourth quarter earnings report. Spectrum Brands, a leading global consumer products company, has just released its latest financial results. Joining us today is John, senior analyst from Smart Stock Watch. John, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to discuss Spectrum Brands' performance and what it means for investors.
Revenue and profitability overview. Let's start with the top line. Spectrum Brands reported net sales of $733.5 million for the fourth quarter, a 5.2% decrease from last year. However, the company saw a significant increase in net income. John, can you break down these numbers for us?
Absolutely. While net sales declined due to supply constraints and category softness, net income from continuing operations surged to $53.3 million, a 360.4% increase. This was largely driven by a one-time tax benefit and lower operating expenses. Adjusted EBITDA, however, decreased by 8% to $63.4 million, reflecting the challenges in maintaining margins amidst lower sales volumes.
And what about the earnings per share?
The adjusted EPS rose dramatically to $2.61, up 169.1% from the previous year. This increase was supported by lower taxes and a reduction in outstanding shares, which helped offset the decline in adjusted EBITDA.
Segment performance. John, let's delve into the segment performance. How did Spectrum Brands' different business units fare this quarter?
The global pet care segment saw a slight decline in sales by 1.5%, primarily due to supply constraints and category softness. However, the home and garden segment experienced a 3.2% increase in sales, benefiting from a delayed start to the season. On the other hand, the home and personal care segment faced significant challenges, with sales dropping by 11.9% due to supply shortages and weak consumer sentiment.
It seems like a mixed bag across the segments. What are the implications for the company's strategy moving forward?
Spectrum Brands is focusing on stabilizing its global pet care and home and garden businesses, which are expected to return to growth. The company is also looking to enhance profitability in the home and personal care segment through supply chain simplification and strategic solutions.
Strategic initiatives and future outlook. Looking ahead, what strategic initiatives is Spectrum Brands focusing on, and what can investors expect in fiscal 2026?
Spectrum Brands is leveraging its strong balance sheet and low leverage to pursue strategic M&A opportunities. The company returned $374.6 million to shareholders through share repurchases and dividends in fiscal 2025. For fiscal 2026, they anticipate flat to low single-digit growth in net sales and adjusted EBITDA, driven by a recovery in their global pet care and home and garden businesses.
How does the company's financial position support these initiatives?
With an operating cash flow of $204.1 million and a net debt leverage of 1.58x adjusted EBITDA, Spectrum Brands is well positioned to capitalize on growth opportunities and enhance shareholder value.
EPS forecast and analyst expectations. John, let's talk about the earnings per share forecast. Analysts were expecting an EPS of 77 cents. How did Spectrum Brands perform in this regard?
Spectrum Brands significantly outperformed expectations, delivering an adjusted EPS of 2.61 cents, which is 1.84 above the forecast. This impressive beat was driven by strategic cost management and a favorable tax environment, which helped boost the bottom line despite the sales challenges.
That's quite a substantial beat. What does this mean for investor confidence?
This performance is likely to bolster investor confidence, as it demonstrates the company's ability to navigate challenging conditions and deliver strong financial results. It also highlights the effectiveness of their strategic initiatives in enhancing profitability.
CEO's perspective and strategic vision. Finally, let's hear from the leadership. What did CEO David Maura have to say about the company's performance and future direction?
David Maura emphasized the company's strong financial position and its strategic focus on mergers and acquisitions. He highlighted that Spectrum Brands is well positioned to act as the M&A partner of choice for high-quality assets, aiming to drive long-term value creation for shareholders. Maura remains optimistic about the strategic opportunities that lie ahead, which could accelerate the company's growth trajectory.
It sounds like Spectrum Brands is gearing up for an exciting future. Thank you, John, for your insights.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure discussing Spectrum Brands' performance.
Key takeaways. In summary, Spectrum Brands has delivered a strong performance in the fourth quarter of fiscal 2025, with significant earnings growth and a robust strategic outlook. The company's ability to exceed EPS expectations and its focus on strategic M&A positions it well for future growth. Thank you for watching Smart Stock Watch. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more financial insights. We'd love to hear your thoughts on Spectrum Brands' performance in the comments below. Until next time.